Could you please welcome now to the stage Brian Copeland from Nashville, Tennessee, who will lead us in the pledge.
Before we stand, please stay seated. Mo has asked for a special version of this pledge to be done. I want you to join me in watching a video with Red Skelton and several of your children explaining the Pledge of Allegiance.
I remember a teacher that I had. Now, I went through the 7th grade. I went to the 7th grade. I left home when I was 10 years old because I was hungry. And I used to, this is true. I work in the summer, I go to school in the winter. But I had this one teacher. It was the principal of the Harrison School in Vincennes, Indiana. To me, this was the greatest teacher, a real sage of my time, anyhow. He had such wisdom. And we were all reciting the Pledge of Allegiance one day. And he walked over, this little old teacher, Mr. Laswell was his name. Mr. Laswell, and he says, I've been listening to you boys and girls recite the Pledge of Allegiance all semester. And it seems as though it's becoming monotonous to you. If I may I recite it and try to explain to you the meaning of each word?
I, me, an individual, a committee of one, pledge, dedicate all my worldly goods without regret, without self-pity, allegiance, my love and my devotion, to the flag, our standard, Old Glory. Wherever she waves, there's respect because your loyalty has given her the voice to shout, freedom is all of our jobs. United. That means, boys and girls, we've all come together. States. Individual communities that have united into 48 great states. 48 individual communities with pride and dignity and purpose, all divided with imaginary boundaries, yet united in one common purpose, and that's love for our country. And to the Republic, a state in which sovereign power is invested in the representatives chosen by the people to govern. And government is the people, and it's from the people to the leaders, not from the leaders to the people, for which it stands one nation, so blessed by God, indivisible, incapable of being divided, with liberty, which is freedom, the right to live one's life without fears or threats of retaliation, and justice, the principle or quality of dealing fairly with others for all, which means, boys and girls, this is as much your country as it is mine. So boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand with me as several Realtor children lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Since I was a small boy, 2 states have been added to our country, and 2 words have been added to the Pledge of Allegiance.
Under God. And wouldn't it be a pity if someone considered that a prayer and it was removed from our schools? Thank you. You may be seated.